Play that shit. Play that shit. Game on, game on, game on. All right, my boy. All right, I'll hit him up. Yep. Another one. This is your guy, man, AntHits the franchise guru, bro. We are back at it. Season ending talk right now. Season 2, Game of Thrones league, best league around, hands down. Don't ask nobody, find out yourself. Real talk. This is what we talking about, the red wedding season, man. A lot of big time games, a lot of upsets, a lot of big time guys in situations looking to lose playoff games, looking to not make the playoffs. We got a lot of things going on we need to get to. Let's talk about the news right now. Big time game last night in overtime. Rocky the Bull told somebody in an interview that he ain't losing to Nano anymore, and he showed it and proved it. 24-21, Niners and Rams game got it going to OT. Rock played real football, and it kind of put him in a situation, man. He played conservative, he ran the ball, he played football, and made Nano have to come out of that robotic form of the way he played. So got the win in OT, didn't give him an opportunity to touch the ball in the OT period, kick the field goal to win it. We just watched a really explosive game, 37-35. Black was down two scores with under 3 minutes to go, and got 2 back-to-back onside kicks and 2 touchdowns, but missed the extra point and missed the 2-point conversion to lose that game, 37-35. The rookie Rouse threw 5 touchdowns in that game. That was big time. Jags defense was tough against the Colts, 31-3. That was definitely a defensive game. He threw 5 INTs in that game, man. But we're going to talk about the Colts. The Colts are still in the running right now. Also a big win. The Seahawks decided, y'all want to run stretch left, stretch right? I could do it too. Pulled off a nice victory, 31-24, against the very hot last year Super Bowl runner-up, Chicago Bears. The Bucks just look like he's back on top of his game now. He went from hating the game to actually trying to play and enjoy it and enjoy the league again. Dominating the Chargers, who having a great year this year with 5 losses and on their way to the 5th seed in the playoffs. But the Bucks whooped his ass 59-16. Reef with a big win, 40-26. Panthers, Cam Newton on the block. He trying to get a first for Cam Newton. Ain't nobody giving him that. Turn out the lights. Look like the Raiders bid farewell. Of course, Shaq didn't listen to shit I tell him and came in as a coach. He's probably an owner or something. Did some dumb shit. But it's Shaq. Who cares? Let him do it. Tevin Coleman broke the single-season rushing yard record last night with 2,700 something yards, taking Saquon Barkley's record down from last year. Patrick Mahomes on his way to breaking the NFL passing touchdown records in the season, held by Dak Prescott and Coach Jungle with 78. He on his way there. 75 touchdowns 2 years straight. The Ravens players fell off. We haven't seen a Ravens player citing an MVP race, player of the week race, nothing. We haven't seen shit going on with the Ravens. It's turmoil over there. from what I'm hearing, if they don't make the playoffs, the coach might get fired over there. They're going to have to make some changes. Things going on over there. Texans and Jaguars play big time game tonight. It's really big for positioning right now. In a few minutes, couple of minutes, hour, whatever the case. But the Browns lose to the Texans last night. So the Ravens lose week 15 to the Steelers, and the Browns turn right back around and lose to the Texans, giving them both 6 losses on the year. But the Browns are ahead of the Ravens because they beat them twice on the regular season. Browns got a really big game tonight that we are definitely waiting on. They're going to be playing at 1 in the morning, as always, when you playing the Browns. But we have to wait on this game because this game, when he should be in, lose, he's out of the playoffs. All right, so let's go talk about the stats right now before we get into what's really popping, like standings and all that shit. Let's go look at the awards. We ain't gonna spend too much time on it. We're just gonna look at the MVP race, the top 3: Mahomes, Coleman, and Cohen. In the AFC, you got Patrick Mahomes, Elliott, and Heath. NFC, you got Coleman, Cohen, and Gurley. We got 3 running backs with 2,000 yards rushing this year, and 2 on their way. 2 only 100+ yards out. That's crazy, bro. That's 5 running backs this year will have 2,000 yards rushing, yo. Madden 20 is all about the run game, baby. All right, so offensive player of the year, we said that. Defensive player of the year, I'm only talking about the top 3: J.J. Watt, Von Miller, Rashawn Gary. NFC, Khalil Mack, Leonard Floyd, Kyle Fuller. All 3 Bears. Offensive rookies of the year: Maurice Jones-Drew II is playing outstanding at the end of the season. Let's see if these guys can make noise in the playoffs and be the first rookies to make noise in the playoffs. Ashton Shade, this kid is lights out. Definitely a #1 receiver. He is making that Julio Jones trade really look like he knew what he was doing when he went and got this guy. 112 catches on the year right now. Walter Gord, backup quarterback over there in the Bucks, sitting at 3. AFC rookies: Bennett Heath, all-world, doing whatever he wanted at receiver. Gerald Galloway came in as the fastest rookie running back in the league. And Sharif Rouse just threw 5 touchdowns against the Chiefs tonight. This guy's the dog. To me, he should be the MVP, rookie of the year right now. But we're going to talk about Clinton Portis Jr. as well, and Reggie Purnell. Now, I got highlights coming out there. They're almost done. I was able to get the programming right now so I can get everybody games and stuff. So I will appreciate if y'all start sending me timestamps on when y'all made plays in y'all games that y'all would like to see on these highlights. But we're going to show something with Clinton Portis Jr., man, that I'm really liking what the Broncos is doing over there. And Presley, the other big back. Defensive rookies of the year: you got C.J. Finney at corner, Nicholas Duncan, a linebacker, and Devontae Hughes at linebacker. Both of them playing, all 3 of them playing well. That's your top 3. NFC, you got safety Ramon Denard, linebacker Kalen Palage, and defensive end Willis Stills. Top 3, okay? That's that. So let's go to the best quarterback in the NFC. Mitchell Trubisky. I wonder if we talking about Mitchell Trubisky being the best quarterback, or we talking about a couple stat games back to back. But Mitchell Trubisky playing well right now. He should jump into superstar status if we make the Pro Bowl. Superstar X Factor status, actually. John Ross sighting. He made a nice trade, got John Ross, and he's really playing well in the passing game as well as the run game over there. But Tom Brady snuck his way back to the #2 quarterback, and Russell Wilson sitting at 3. AFC top 3 quarterbacks: Patrick Mahomes, Tyree Jackson, and Sharif Rouse. I love these top 3 right here, man. Rouse and second-year player Tyree Jackson. Still developing, and Mahomes is just the best player in the league. Best quarterback. All right, let's get to running backs. In the AFC, you got Elliott, rookie running back, Gerald Galloway, and Joe Mixon. We love the young gunner over there playing big football. He got Joe Mixon, made him a household name in this league, which is big. Joe Mixon stepping, Saquon Barkley sitting in 4th. But Elliott, Galloway, and Mixon. Now let's look at the NFC. You got Coleman, Cohen, and Gurley. All 3 of these backs got 2,000 yards. Cohen's and Coleman's fighting right now. Coleman got 2,700. Cohen got 25, and Gurley just touching 2,000. And I love the fact that Maurice Jones-Drew is sitting there too. Best wide receivers in the NFC. We're not going to go through all of them. We're just going to go through the top 3. Like I said, John Ross is sitting there with 20 touchdowns, sitting 1. Ashton Shade and Chris Godwin. I'm impressed with Chris Godwin being up there because he got a receiver, 3 receivers in his top 10. Evans and Jennings. That's big. AFC, best receivers out there right now. All 3 of them are from the Chiefs. This is very impressive. Bennett Heath, Tyreek Hill, and Hardman all got double-digit touchdowns and 1,000+ yards. Crazy. So when everybody else was throwing the ball all around the park last year before the Patches McGee, since Patches Houlihan is not on, once the Patches hit, we know who really could throw the ball now, because as you can see, people still flinging it. That was flinging it last year, and everybody else disappeared. Yeah, everybody disappeared. I don't think I see a Cowboy sighting up here at all. Nope. O-line, top 3. Cowboys got 2. Seahawks got 1. AFC, offensive line. Jaguars got top 2. Chiefs 3. Jaguars 4. So look at D-line right now. J.J. Watt, Rashad Gary, and Josh Allen. 2 Jaguars. And J.J. Watt still doing it. Still 30s plus. He got 36 sacks, almost 40 sacks on the year from D-tackle. That's nuts. Again, Nick Bosa, Cameron Jordan, and Fletcher Cox sitting there. Let's go look at the linebackers over there. Khalil Mack, Leonard Floyd, Dante Fowler. The Rams 2 guys been up there all year. 20 sacks and more. AFC, Von Miller, Pratt, Jake Ryan. Go look at the DBs over here. Kyle Fuller, Jamil Dean, Kendall Sheffield. Impressive. AFC. Gilmore, Thornhill, Bates III. All right. Now let's get to who is fighting for their playoff lives and who is in right now. Let's get to it, baby. Let's look at the NFC right now. All right. You're measured by wins and losses right now. So right now the Bears are sitting at 13-1. They do have a big game at the end of the year against the Bucks, which can drop them. Also, Nano has the Seahawks at the end of the year. And this is important right now because the first 2 seeds is the Bears and the 49ers. And quiet is kept. The Seahawks is sitting there looking to take a bye. And what happens is the Seahawks beat the 49ers. Then the Seahawks can possibly jump the 49ers and get the first round bye, and that'll pit Nano in the 3rd seed, which will make him have to play Rock, the Rams, sitting at the 6th seed. So here's how it looks right now. So you already got the Bears, 49ers, Bucks, and Seahawks in. 3 people are in. Bears, 49ers, and Bucks are all division winners so far. Seahawks is there because he can also be a division winner. So it comes down to week 17 with these 2. But then the next 2 teams is the Cowboys and the Eagles right now. All right, Jungle got 1 hard game on his schedule to me left. Tata should win both games. If Jungle loses to the Bengals, then Tata has the opportunity to jump him, but the winner of this will be the 4th seed. Understand that? So the Cowboys and Eagles will be the 4th seed. So that would make the Seahawks the 3rd seed, or the 49ers the 3rd seed, depending on how they end up, right? And then you got the Rams sitting at 5 right now. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4 teams in. Right, all right. So here you go. So your top 4 would be Bears, Niners, Bucks, all division winners. Cowboys or Eagles, division winner, and then it'll be Seahawks, Rams, and then we're gonna get 1 more team in. So it could still be somebody from Rams will be the 6th seed if everything plays itself out the way it is right now. So if Cowboys or Eagles, whatever team get in, will be the 4th seed. Rams will be the 6th seed. So look at that matchup. So then it could be Nano versus the Rams, or it could be the Seahawks versus the Rams in the wild card round. Big time. That's crazy, playing somebody 3 times. AFC on fire too. So right now, I don't know how the Chiefs are sitting in front of the division. He should at least be behind me and the Bengals. Bengals should be in front of me because they beat me. I should be in front of the Chiefs right now, but I'm sitting at the 3rd seed. So here's how it goes. Chiefs sitting at 1, Bengals at 2, Jags at 3. Chargers, no matter what, has the 5th seed. I mean, they could possibly drop from 5 to 6 if they lose the DC hitter. But the Browns and the Ravens both all got 6 losses right now. So here's how it looks. You got 3 teams in, and then you're looking at winner. Patriots just dropped one, but he's 1 game behind the Dolphins. Dolphins got 2 games left. So the Dolphins go undefeated. Dolphins make the playoffs, period. Win the division. They'll be the 4th seed. Dolphins lose. Patriots win out. Patriots can jump him. So then you're dealing with 1, 2, 3 in. Jaguars. You got Jaguars. So what it comes down to is Mike going to either be the 5th seed or the 6th seed. If he wins, he's the 5th seed, and then that would make Colts, Ravens, or Browns having the 6th spot. And one of these 3 can be scary as the 6th seed right now. So Mike looked like he'll be playing the winner out of the division, the AFC East, which is the Dolphins or the Patriots. So Mike will be playing them 4 versus 5, but then 3 versus 6. So that can be a Jaguar versus Browns game, Jaguar versus Ravens game, Jaguar versus Colts game, or if the top 3 change, it can switch up. But the 6th seed is going to be a really tough game. So the playoffs is about to be completely lit over here. So we got to let some of these games play its course out. So we're going to have a game tonight at 1 a.m. between the Browns and the Bengals, and that will determine a lot of things right now. Also, a game between the Texans and the Jaguars is going to determine some things too in a few minutes. All right, that's the playoff run over there. We'll be back in a second or 2 to holler about some more things over here. This is AntHits, the franchise guru. Holler at me.